Welcome back to Stormwater Creek, y'all. My name's Jared. I'm joined with my good friends here, Abraham, Austin, and Jordan.
And of course,
do you have a learning disability?
What's this guy's deal?
Yeah, what's this guy's deal?
Are Bonita fish big, Dan?
Well, it is a recap. I guess it's just a crew podcast. We have no guests. I mean, unless you count
guess?
Nelly.
Nelly is our guest.
Nelly is our guest. We're going to talk about DMX's death. Jared, I'm sure, is just distraught.
He gave it to us. He did.
I was hearing some stuff about DMX and just that his life was like just a shit show.
Of course.
I mean, when you overdose at, 50 some odd years old?
What, are you talking about his death?
Yeah.
They're
Well-
saying it's not overdose.
Oh, really?
Saying COVID vaccine heart attack. I mean,
Oh, I heard it was an overdose.
at first, and his family swears he wasn't on any of that smack. Do we trust him?
No. No.
But
He had a song that he named 22 women in that he had had sex with. He's had 15 different kids with 9 different women.
that's kind of like Flavor Flav's got like 1 million
Dude,
kids. or
Eddie
something.
Murphy?
Is he
You
up
heard
there
about
too?
his?
No.
Oh, I got to look this up real quick.
Dude.
Eddie Murphy's got an absurd amount of children.
I'm fascinated by the fact that there are people on this earth who don't want kids and then people who have like 40. It's amazing.
Like the Duggars.
Okay, I guess not that crazy. He's got 10 kids with 5 women.
Oh, 10 kids with 5 women.
I thought it was much crazier than that.
Yeah,
Look up Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of kids.
I want to
No doubt.
More than 0 is a lot.
I want to know somebody who's rocking the double-double. You know, more than 10 kids with more than 10 women.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav's in the double-double club?
Let's see here. Flavor Flav, what are you doing?
Well,
Father of 7 children.
No, maybe it wasn't
7.
him. That's not.
Flavor Flav's
You guys are terrible
8th
at
child
this.
at
Somebody.
60.
One of them
Somebody.
hip hop guys. Hippie hop.
So it shows here that he has,
Hippopotamus.
he's 8 children.
8 children.
That's not so crazy.
No,
it's
that's
not.
bad.
That's
It's
completely
kinda
on me.
normal. I guess.
Seems to be.
I guess that's why he has a big clock around his neck so he can keep track of his kids.
Eazy-E had 9. Chief Keef has 9.
Old Dirty Bastard? How much does Old Dirty Bastard have?
50. Who knows?
ODB has got 700 children.
Puffy's got 6 with 3 different baby mama.
That's not too bad.
Cube's got 5, but with a single lady he's been married to since 92. Cube.
I thought maybe.
I
like it.
watched Straight Outta Compton on Mexico Flight 2. I like that movie.
Yeah.
I'd seen it before, but
I've never seen that.
Dre has 7.
Well, we're not going to talk about how many kids rappers have. We were just.
I just looked up Old Dirty Bastard. His Wikipedia is hilarious. It says 3 or 7 kids.
That sounds like true ODB style.
And then his other
Marlon
names.
Brando with 15 children.
Austin Unique is one of his names. Sir Dirt a Lot. Joe Bananas. Like
Joe
his nicknames
Bananas.
are freaking awesome. Dirt Dog.
You're
Dirt
gonna be,
McGrit.
You're going to be Dirk Dog from now on.
Dirt McGrit.
Dirt McGirt.
All right, well, what are you actually supposed to talk about?
Well, we're going to recap a couple things that have been going on in the lives of the Stormwater Creek crew. We've had a couple turkey hunts. We've had striper fish tour.
Ing.
What did you?
I just had a stroke. I'm
Did
pretty
your
sure.
CD just skip in your
Yeah,
head?
it's just I got a scratch on the CD.
Tour. I went to a lake, like
A lake.
that's not a tour.
Oh well, you toured that lake, Lake Minnetonka. Jared has been hitting some local ponds, trying to catch bedded bass, and we've been trapping the shit out of pigs lately. So, huge shout out to the boys over at Texas Hog Bait.
We gotta go get some more of that sounder syrup.
Yeah.
That stuff's crushing it.
Yeah.
Let's start off there. Let's talk about that. We first got the syrup in there. How many pigs was that first trap?
5, 6.
Yeah.
And that was, what, about a month ago?
Probably.
Yeah, something like that.
No, it was before the freeze, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
It must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit ago.
Because this was the first time we've fiddled with it since the freeze, which the freeze was Valentine's weekend, so that was February, late January.
That's right. Y'all just went out there and filled everything back up. And
Yeah.
Well, then what was it, last...
Yeah, we didn't do anything with it for a while. Like we left it after.
After that first trap, and then the freeze happened, we just kind of left it alone.
It was a swamp for a bit there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pulling pigs out of a trap in a swamp. I don't know personally, but
it's
looks
no
terrible.
fun.
It's not fun.
Just think about 150 pounds, 100 pounds, 75 pounds of pure dead weight that doesn't slide well in shin deep mud.
Yeah.
It's just not cool.
Mm-mm.
It's no good.
Yeah, 75 pounds with another 25 pounds of mud on it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Ugh.
it's terrible. And you're sliding around, and it's no fun. I was very glad. I was a little worried that it was be a little wet when we got all that rain last night, but
Guess I didn't get any.
I mean, it was
Bone dry.
It was drier.
You sent that picture of underneath the feeder, and I mean, it looked like it was all dry.
It is dry. When we were out there the other day, it was wet underneath there. And like, you know, when you go under, like the little, to go to the back pasture, that's
that
bone dry. And it was muddy when we went out there last time. But yeah, it was
good to go.
Killing pigs is fun.
So and then what was last week? Y'all got some in the trap again?
Friday.
Was it Friday?
Yeah, because I was going out of town.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Right. I didn't go, and then y'all went.
Thursday, because Friday. No, we went and killed them.
Friday,
because you went with me. You and I set the trap on Thursday.
Yep,
it turned right around.
I thought it was Wednesday that y'all went.
Maybe it was.
Thursday
it was Wednesday.
Yeah,
I
went Wednesday.
Late, so it was. Yeah, it was a 24-hour turnaround because we set it Wednesday night. Thursday night is when they hit. Then Friday after work, we went and killed them. They were there in the Thursday night. There's when the trap dropped.
Yeah, and that was another 5 that night.
That was 5. Mm-hmm. And then Jordan and I reset it all, and I've got allergies, and I woke up 2 or 3 times and had to turn my phone off because it was that Ridge Tech app was bzz, 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 because the pigs are. So I kept kind of laying there in a Benadryl haze, like, come on, just drop. I want to see it. Just refresh. And finally, I was like, this is dumb. I did it for like 10 minutes, like sniping it with one eye. Come on.
Like,
So, and that was about 10:30 or 11, and looking at it, I think right after that. 30 minutes, an hour after that, they finally knocked it. Those 2 did. But there was one I was talking about with you, I think, that's got a big white middle body.
Okay.
He was back. So this was that sounder. And there was 10 probably.
I mean.
And they were in there. I was like, how can one of you not have tripped on that thing?
Yeah. I'm super excited to get down this actuated cell gate.
Totally.
That's the way to go.
Because, it's...
I watched that video earlier, and I was like, okay, this is definitely doable.
I mean, we could do it with the gate we have now with the unit I found and a solenoid.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's what I saw. What I sent to you, I think, was the one that guy, the one that shoots on a cell phone. He's like, I can't show you what it looks like because I'm filming. Like that guy, I didn't like that one as much as I like the other one I found, which is actually a dude who, I mean, he's got a full actuator. And it's pretty legit setup that he did fairly cheaply.
The beauty of the active gate versus the passive gate is like we could have the discussion. Like, all right, do we want to drop this right now? Like, who's got time to deal with it?
Who's going to go out there tomorrow and drag these
versus
things
like,
out of there?
Because
2's not bad.
No.
That was.
Come on. Nelly, jump up.
I looked at them. They were
or not
angry little elves.
I saw your video.
Oh yeah,
we'll
they were
post
aggressive.
They're all angry when it comes to that.
Dude, the first couple of times I didn't seem to charge at us, but the ones that you videotaped were uber aggressive clicking. These were like they were coming after me.
Mm-hmm.
They have bent that trap up. I mean, they're not going to do anything. I was just thinking
throw a couple extra T-posts in it.
That's all I was thinking. Like just keep it. Because if you get 10 in there bouncing around, one of them got his head stuck. He hit hard, and his head was stuck, and I was like, oh.
Easy for me.
Thank you.
Thanks. This is going to work out. And he wormed his way out of there, but He was an aggressive little. It was a boar and a sow, and he was an aggressive little one.
Yeah, well, last night, even my haze, I could have been like, oh, there's 10 in there.
Bank.
Because those cell units, you text them.
Yeah.
Like you say, it was like pig trap, and you send them like, just text it.
Yeah.
Boom, it actuates it.
That's what I saw was so many calls, and it just dink drops. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into the
ins and outs of that later.
yes.
That'll be a good video of build, and then I think wait till we catch some pigs in it and get a whole kind of 15-minute video out of it.
And then you got to put on the baseball, the umpire gear, or the catcher
wrestle
gear.
it.
Dude.
And you got to wrestle it, yeah.
Oh my god.
So you can put the GPS tracker on it.
We need a box strap for that.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Just like a football helmet.
A motorcycle helmet, just so you can cover your whole face.
I don't want to get bit by a pig.
Why?
Why? I don't think that's the right answer, but why?
Why?
Well, let's see here, Jordan. It might hurt me.
Yeah, I don't. Ugh. Hurt, and then you'd have to get your arm amputated from God knows what kind of
Filth.
filthy disease you'd get. I got blood on my new gloves that you gave me, though.
I'm proud of you.
So
I'm glad that you had your gloves with you.
they stay in my truck now.
Yeah, because I bought you a double pack, so you have truck gloves.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I got
should
one of
have-
those pairs, though, and they're in my truck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fine.
but like, you should have truck gloves. Like,
And that's-
even a cheap pair of
yeah.
gloves in your truck. There's always something where you're like, oh, well, the fence fell down. Now I got to go do stuff. And if you're not prepared to fix anything, you definitely don't have
You
gloves.
get a splinter, dude.
And zip ties.
Yep.
Yeah, zippy ties.
Zip ties fix everything.
Yeah.
That's
That's how our pig trap's held together.
Zip ties.
basically.
Oh. But yeah,
Deck screws and baling wire.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
man. that's
Legitimately.
that's how that door's built.
It's held up.
Dude.
Real solid.
Probably one of the best things I've ever built.
It's solid. Good job,
I,
buddy.
I would actually agree with you on that.
Yeah. I took my time and
That
I
video,
mean,
they
it-
hit it, too.
yeah.
And that's
Oh, yeah,
no,
he ran
that's
right
no
into
slight
it, yeah.
either, because like that's like saying a lot. If you build something that a pig has
Yeah.
nailed,
Charge.
Yeah,
hit
that was
hard.
a
and,
60-pound pig.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it hit it.
I mean, it was. I mean, if I can build that, anyone can build that. You know.
We had this conversation about
Yeah.
the AR because I was like kind of intimidated at first, and you're like, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, and
Yeah.
then I did it on my lunch break.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like my pin's a little tight. Bank. You're done.
It worked out good.
You can do the whole thing.
Not that we have any ARs. All of our guns we turned them back into the government.
It's true, actually. Yeah, I've gotten rid of all of my firearms. I
I'm
just
not
have my
gonna be
shotgun
privy to
for
that.
duck hunting.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to get rid of that and just rent something
I'm
for this season.
going straight vegan.
Vegan ducks.
Vegan ducks.
Vegan deer. Deer? Vegan ducks?
Yeah.
And mostly.
Toe.
Did you say deer vegan?
But not really.
I was like, what? It's like, we've watched the video before. What? That
Eats a bird.
pulls up on that bird's nest.
Yoink.
I don't give a shit.
It's like little peeps.
Ooh, this is crunchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got good texture.
Gross.
That's a different flavor.
Just a full bird.
So pig's been good. We take care of stuff at the farm.
Caught a bass today on fly, which is fun.
We went
I love fishing out there.
to the Stormwater Creek pond that we worked with last year. We culled fish out of a couple ponds and put into, and it was very pleasing to get out there and see these fish getting ready to bed up, and they were massive.
And the fact that pond froze hard.
Yeah.
Like our 75-pound dog was out in the middle of it. Not on purpose, but she ran out there and it didn't. I mean, I didn't hear any cracking, but she didn't fall through. So pond was frozen.
It survived, man.
Yeah.
I'm stoked, and then we saw some of the bait fish that would obviously have spawned. They
didn't look bad at all.
It's gonna be. We'll just
Nice little hidey hole.
We'll try to tag some. Keep track of these fish. Do some more management out there. Maybe add some more species. But I think it's gonna turn into a really rad fishery for us.
I don't want to add too much species because it's so small.
Bluegills.
Bluegill.
That's about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't. Catfish. I don't think it'll be necessary out there.
There's plenty of those on Denton Creek.
Yeah.
we can go find
Jug those and fill up freezer real fast.
Yeah.
I don't need a catfish fishing hole. I need a giant bass fishing hole.
Bass hole. Bass hole.
Not like a good bass hole.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
Casserole.
Yep. Fishing's been fun, man. You went on a striper tour?
Yep.
Dive into that.
What's this guy's deal?
Why do you keep saying tour?
Now he's doing
Journey.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went fishing.
Awesome.
Cool. Really,
sorry.
really good to have you on. Really good to have you on here, Jordan.
Well,
Thank you
we're talking to the boys.
Well, it's about time to hit that
Yeah.
dusty trail. Y'all come back now.
Tell us about your fishing trip. I went fishing.
Oh my god.
No, I was.
Wow.
Car handle real good. Car handle real good. I don't know what to do with my hands
I don't
right
know
now.
what
Car ran real good.
You just got to go out there and give 110%, you know.
You're going to have to dumb it down a little bit. People out there don't understand what you mean by you went and fishing.
You're giving me too many details right
just
now.
calm it down, bro. Slow down. Sideburns. We just lost DMX, okay? I'm in a pretty bad place
Dude,
right now.
X is going to give it to you.
X gonna
Let's
give
go.
it to you.
Are you going to talk about your striper trip or no?
Yeah, I am. I'm waiting for y'all to settle down so I can tell the story. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah.
You wouldn't
Calm
make
down,
Let me
Grinch.
tell you right now, you wouldn't make it as Abe.
Why?
It was a foggy
get
morning
picked on
Lake
too much.
Texoma.
All out of love,
I
but
mean-
yeah, you get ran the ringer.
Gotta have thick skin.
I'm not mad about this. I was just letting them know that I'll
best
get
just-
to it when I get to it.
It's best just to let him finish.
Yeah, I was actually really excited that we got to go on the striper trip because I hadn't been in a while. Buddy I used to fish with all the time. I think I've talked about it before on the podcast. Is the guy that used to own Purple Boat that we used to go bass fishing with a lot. Got a new boat and it's a center console, big Skeeter, real nice boat. And called me up out of the blue and said, "Hey man, you want to go to Texoma and chase some striper?" I said, "For sure." I mean, right?
But of course.
I mean,
Obviously.
Why would you
would
not?
you say no? And it's funny because after the trip, I had someone talking to me, and I've been to Possum Kingdom before, and I don't like that lake. Like,
Yeah.
I've never really caught that big a fish there. I mean, we've caught fish, but like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It's not. I just don't really like that lake all that much, and I've always loved Texoma. I've gone there. Bow fishing there is fantastic. Striper fishing there is fantastic for me. But I met a guy I was talking to about the trip, and he was like, "Oh man, I hate that. I hate Texoma because we just catch little dinker, striper, and nothing really that big."
amazing.
He's like, "Possum Kingdom's where to go." And you know, the funny thing is that seeing like guides out on Texoma, and I don't know all the guides. Obviously, I'm not talking crap about every single guide out there. But for some weird reason, most guides out there want to take you to like a deep part of the lake and basically take shad and get them down as far to the bottom as possible and like basically jig with fresh shad to catch fish. But like most guides are on that lake seem to just want to get as many fish in the boat, get you off the boat, and get another group to just rack that money of, you know, warm bodies on the boat equals more money.
Sounds
True,
like a
though.
good business plan.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
all.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but that's how I feel like a lot of people I talk to about, like, especially Texoma, because like right now, we always around this time for striper, you go find that a little bit warmer of water where like a water change comes, where it goes from deep to shallow, and you throw some kind of swim bait into that deep water and run it up into that shallow, and that's where those stripers are feeding, getting ready for spawns coming up, fattening up, all that stuff. And we found an epic spot. It was slow to find it. We moved around a lot, and then it was actually after lunch. We threw some jugs out. which I need to talk to you about Chris's jugs, by the way. Austin, his are pretty sweet.
Do they have weights in them? They have rebar in them?
Yeah, he was using heavy weight, but like he also used like square of PVC with 2 fun noodles on each side, so you can wrap it around that square, but you just throw them out and like they'll still tumble and do all that kind of stuff. But we were having a problem with the buoyancy, and 2 fun noodles about the same size would probably be a little bit better buoyancy.
Okay.
Anyways,
we can get back to that.
So we threw some jugs. We went to a spot that we normally went to that we thought would be good, and we just weren't having luck there. So we actually ended up. This is one of the things on a fishing trip like this I never really do. We were like, let's go to a marina and eat lunch. We ran over to a marina, ate some lunch and stuff. We were talking about it, kind of looking at the lake on some map systems, and we just one thing. Chris, my buddy that owns a boat, was like, I've never really been over this part of the lake. He's like, let's just roll over there and just look at it. I mean, we're not having any luck anywhere. We tried the deeper stuff and they weren't there. We found the fish, but they were in the deeper water. They weren't really that active. And went over this spot and we found this little island where it came from deep to shallow and ran like a nice little sandbar, and then dumped off on another side, went deep again, had all these little pockets all over it. So we started throwing swim baits over there, and took a little while, and then all of a sudden, I mean, if you've ever been striper fishing, you know what I'm talking about. It feels like all of a sudden you hooked into a freight train, and that thing just took my bait and bent rod like crazy and pulled in a fish, and it was, one of our overs. And I think the first one I pulled in was 22 inches, which you're allowed 2 fish over 20 inches for striper. Got that one in. We kind of found him boiling the top of the water and just all of a sudden stuff started happening. Another guy on the boat pulled in another one right after me. It was I think a 24-inch fish.
Dang.
I mean, it was a pretty nice fish. And then I dug into another one. We actually fished there for a good while. It was one of those things where we kind of stopped fishing because we were looking for smaller fish.
Yeah.
Because we already filled.
You were over here.
We already we had 4 people on the boat, and every single person on the boat had 2 fish over 20 inches. That was already in the cooler, and we just couldn't find anything smaller to keep, and we were having problems with. I mean, they were so aggressively taking bait that I had one that bled out on the boat that, it just hit the mouth just right, and I mean, like we literally had to stop fishing because we were catching too big a fish, which has never really been a problem for me.
It's a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have, but
yeah.
And then we stayed the night out there, and then went back out in the morning, and they had already moved off from that spot. We went back to that same spot. We're trying to just do a quick morning recap, but I don't think they were there yet because some little rainstorm rolled through and the temperature dropped pretty aggressively overnight, and they just went back to deeper water.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy, man. Sounds like a fun trip.
Oh man,
I've never caught striper.
I haven't either. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Striper are some of the best fights I've had.
Yeah.
They actually will, like my bait caster, my medium heavy bait caster was just bent to all get out, which most fish don't even attempt to get into the backbone of that thing. And I was all on the backbone, and they were pulling drag off on my.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I mean, everybody says freshwater striper is just a hell of the best freshwater fight.
Yep.
I mean, unless you hit South America for, those fish, I don't think there's a bigger fish in North America, freshwater.
Yeah, I mean, you got your pikes and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I'm dumb. I guess southern U.S.
Muskie.
Yeah, muskie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But down here for sure, like
Walleye is probably not that big.
Huh?
Walleye don't get that big.
No.
Yeah, walleye are about like your.
You can get a
standard.
40-pound striper. You can't get a 40-pound walleye.
No.
Yeah.
40-pound striper. I've seen those like 6-foot fish, 5-foot fish.
Well, we were talking about that, wasn't it? Like one of the rivers, someone got like a 42, like state record striper on one of the rivers.
Maybe.
I mean,
Dang.
imagine pulling that out of a river.
I can't imagine pulling out anything other than the ocean.
No, it seems giant.
Yeah.
You know, White Rock Lake, they had stocked it with walleye back in the day.
Like 1 million or something. It was a grip of them.
8 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I wonder, I mean, I just feel like they're not there anymore. They've been eaten and died off.
They just can't survive the heat, too.
Right. But that's just so insane that they put that many.
They put them in there. Did you gone down the rabbit hole?
Not a whole bunch, no.
They put them in there to try to eat yellow bass. And I think because they were really overpopulated or something.
Okay.
And I think they put a dent in them, but then eventually the heat just got them. But Lake Meredith up Panhandle, it's a walleye lake.
Really?
They say it's as good of walleye fishing as going up north.
Add it to the list.
Well, apparently
We'll be there.
some of the northern lakes in Texas have walleye.
Meredith.
Yeah.
That's what we were just saying.
No, I was reading.
Oh,
Yeah.
Meredith.
That's exactly what I was reading.
Yeah, Meredith has it. Yeah.
Meredith.
Meredith?
I knew there was somewhere where walleye.
I can't wait to go back up there.
It was fun.
I was talking to Austin earlier. The bass bug hasn't hit me this year just yet. I don't know why. I've gone out and fished a couple times, and there's been these past weekends I'll wake up and I'm just
'Cause you killed a deer now.
I'll stay in bed.
Yeah. You hunted more this year than you
Ever have, probably.
Ever have, yeah.
So yeah,
And that's
you're more diversified.
It's a grind, and you see that it's coming again. Like we were going out to the farm
Subconsciously.
on Wednesday, and we're like, "Holy shit! It's about time to get ready for deer season again."
August, and we have to start prepping for deer season like July, August. Feeders up, keeping up, getting a bunch of cameras out.
July, August, and then it's teal. Then it's
July.
all of a sudden it's bow season. Oh
and then
God!
after that, it's game on.
it's just,
like,
oh,
once bow
shit.
season hits, it's gross.
Try to get a dove hunt in.
And really, until you like really get into some fish, that's what I was. What was it last year? When
you
I
had
was
a couple
like,
years.
That's
of
how I was
not-
kind of
yeah.
thinking about it too.
And I'd try to go out, and I would fish. Like I wanted to fish, and then I'd be like, okay, cool. I went fishing, and I just never really like. And this year, like
That Brazos trip is what flipped your switch.
You'll
Yeah.
get it. It's like baseball when they do like the scrimmages, like
Yeah,
you know,
spring
like-
training.
yeah, the high school varsity team will play the
Oh,
the
yeah,
JV
like
team
spring
or something
game.
just to kind of
Jazz everybody up.
and it's like that's why I'm thinking about the farm. Like, all right, cool. I just need to go to the farm
Yeah,
and catch a bunch of fish, and I'll be like, okay, I've got this again.
Yeah.
dude, it was
Do some tagging.
yeah.
That's what we need to do.
At the farm,
I'm down
for
that
sure,
nerd
yeah.
hole.
I'm super excited about.
It'd
tagging
be
some
cool
bass.
to really start managing. We've just been kind of managing, like, oh, let's call some out and let's do this or that. Like, it'll be fun to actually start keeping track of things and like really like, hey, we need to call these guys out. These need to come out now, or hey, these dudes are doing great. We need to add
Yeah,
this into the environment, or whatever. I was telling Austin I found there's an additive we can put in the Stormwater Creek pond that essentially will clear up the water a little bit, because on the shallower parts, obviously with polarized lenses we can see in the water, but in the deeper spots it'd be cool to get some clarity a little bit deeper and try to, especially with the fish finder, kind of just map out what's going on in there.
well, the farm is crystal
Yeah.
clear.
It kind of always is.
Yeah.
Really.
I was shocked. I mean, like I can see out deep, like crazy. The grass is already starting and it's already starting to get bad out there.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm
I don't know
super
what's-
excited about
We
taking
need
the.
to pull
the-
some of that up, maybe toss a little bit in the Stormwater Creek pond.
The solution would be you can talk to Texas Parks and Wildlife and get a permit to have a grass carp.
Oh yeah, I went down that rabbit hole last year already
Yeah.
with Steve.
Yeah.
I sent him paperwork and everything. I had a plan.
Yeah, because I mean that's our family pond out there in Bryan College Station. I don't know if we still do, because we had a big drought out there a few years ago, and our ponds pretty much dried up, and we lost a lot of fish. And one of them we lost was there was this. I mean, I don't even know how big it was. It was a huge skeleton. My mom sent me a picture of it, of a carp that my grandfather put in that pond, and it was
Carp lived a long time.
and that's he put it in there just for grass control.
Yeah.
You know, and it was always a good pond.
We need to get back to Lake Cliff, and they got the golden carps in there. How do you get them?
Go blowfish them.
Yes.
Those
I mean, that
kids
little
like,
spot-
oh my gosh!
The spot that I fish over there, I mean, they just cruise on along there.
They don't even care.
No. Even the other pot, Kid Springs. I mean, Baker went out there
Goldfish?
once, and we saw it, and was like, oh my god. Like, and it was probably like 15, 20 feet out. And, I mean, it looked like this big from that far. So I
Yeah.
can imagine how big that carp was.
Yes.
Just uninterrupted lives, you know, and in
Oh,
water where there's plenty of food.
And they're smart.
I'm just excited about I want to go on this kayak trip.
We need to get something on the book soon.
Yeah.
For sure.
Which kayak trip?
Any of them, really.
No.
We need to start with one.
I mean, just like last year, I think a day trip to Brazos would be fun.
I want to do it overnight real bad.
We could overnight that same stretch and fish way more.
Just camp right there at that place you and I were at. Just
On the wall? Just on where that wall's at? Right
That
there.
overhang.
Totally.
That was I mean,
Fish
that
all the
was
way down,
that
set up
was the
camp,
coolest
just
thing
hammer
ever
it.
with that chatterbait.
Yeah.
And I had that swim bait on it, and I threw it, and as soon as it hit the water, that fish came and just took
Yeah.
it, and I was like, "This is amazing."
yeah, this is fun. As you guys are just leaving us behind.
Me and you were
you
chilling
hung for
hard.
a little bit, and then you took off, and
Y'all waited on me so much when I was trying to bow fish. I mean, I wasn't worried about it.
that's like that run is. I mean, obviously doable in a day. It's just that's a long.
It's a whip.
It's a beating.
It's doable in a day if you're just there to paddle. If you're
Yeah.
there to fish, it's a long day.
Yeah, you get. I mean, especially if you start catching fish, then
You
you're
wanna
like,
stay.
yeah, you don't want to move.
Yeah.
So, I think it would be perfect to do 2 days.
The
Um,
only thing I have a problem with river trips, and this is like just nitpicking and nothing that you could do anything about it, like
Yeah.
and just being a dick basically, is like how many other people are on that damn river with like when you go down in certain times and there's just like wave of groups and you're like about to fish and then someone like paddles right over where you're fishing and you're like
Or dudes
"Oh,
running
shit."
around on hoverboats, airboats,
Yeah.
and shit, dude. That was cool though. That one dude that when they launched right next
Yeah.
to us, he just like backed his shit up and stopped, and it just flew off
yeah,
his trailer. And
slammed
he's
a
like,
brake,
"All right."
son. Let's go.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
Crank
do
that
that though.
V8.
We should legit look at Brazos soon, and then aren't we talking about doing something below PK,
PK?
instead of Whitney?
Yeah.
Cool with that. That's another 2-day run you can make.
And then we talked about maybe doing Frio, which I think would be cool.
Frio,
Frio's
Colorado.
gorgeous.
Rio,
one of those.
Colorado.
We
like,
try Colorado, hit up Nate, and see if he's got some pointers for us.
Guadalupe would be cool. I want Guadalupe.
I'd like to put tentatively for us to do the Devils next summer.
Next year, I think that's a good
I'm
plan.
down. I'm
Well,
down.
hold on.
to
What
the
else? I
Devils.
mean, there's a bunch of stuff planned. Y'all want to go to Mexico? Y'all want to go on this duck hunt
Mexico's-
in Alaska?
No, I'm trying to make that happen this year.
Oh, okay. Pardon me.
Yeah.
It's if he's taking new guests or new clients because he didn't get to hunt last year, so everybody got pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Are you coming?
Mexico's
with
just going to be
Okay,
relaxing.
I got a wedding this year.
me? I didn't ask that.
No, I'm not going with you. Don't
I
laugh.
didn't ask you about your wedding.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Oh, give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eat the green gummy bear and be nice.
Yeah.
No,
Eat the gummy
I
bear.
won't do it.
Put it in your mouth.
Do you like the green one?
Yeah, I really want to
I'm
go
not
do
eating
that
it.
Operation
Devils.
Sexy Wedding.
Yeah.
He's not eating all the garbage like we are.
Pretty soon, I'm gonna have the same size titties as Abe.
I want to look like a perked young woman for my wedding.
I got great tits. What do you want from me?
Dump them out.
Dumb. Wow. Dumb. Let me see them titties. Yeah. So
Good song.
Devil's River next year.
I think it'd be
that's-
cool for
Okay.
sure. And then I mean, even again, hit up Nate. Nate's got that on lock
Yeah.
and could definitely put us in the right direction on that.
Exactly.
That'll be a long ordeal. That'll be like 5-6 days.
I mean, it's day to get there and a day to get back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the beating. So day there, day back, and then you got to spend at least 3 days there. Minimum. And that's just another food, you know? I mean, that's Mountain House, and that's why I want to do a multi-day trip, just to give a kind of a perspective of like, okay, I've got my gear ready to go because we were going to do that trip, and I've like got all my just bivvy, sleeping bag, tried to boil all my gear down into where I can just kind of stash it in the kayak and not have a bunch of extra stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of doing the same thing. It's like, okay, I can store some stuff back here.
Yep.
I'll put some stuff up here in the front.
Mm-hmm.
I won't put too much weight back on here. But,
Yeah.
you know, I can fit some shit in here, and it'll be like plenty to handle. You know, just an overnight stay.
Yeah, and I've got a water
about 4
purifier
days?
pump.
4 days. This is when we get a raft. I'll raft. I'll raft the river.
I mean, for 4 days, I mean,
I
really,
think that's
it's
what
just
Nate
food.
said he does whenever he does guys down
They're
there.
big rafts.
He's in a big raft, and he's cooking dinner for everyone
Yeah,
and
yeah.
doing some pretty
Hardcore,
fancy
fancy
shit.
stuff. Yeah. We're gonna be eating Mountain House and
Peanut butter and jelly.
peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be like a backpack trip.
No water. You're just gonna have to take the straws.
Totally.
I've got a straight purifier that connects.
I've got a straw.
That
I've got a straw.
that will actually
Connects
screw on the
water,
top
yeah.
of a Nalgene, and you just pump water out. So, got to have that for the backcountry trips. So
That'll be rad, man. It'll be a good trip for sure.
I think that would be a lot of fun. Get out there and do something crazy like that.
I just want to catch a smallmouth in Texas. I think that'd
And-
be cool.
Catching a big smallie on the Devils, self-guided on the Devils, just DIY trip. That's pretty badass. Pretty badass.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Bad A.
Devil's River Challenge. Chasing Devil. River Challenge.
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 I thought we were done with this.
No.
God.
It's never going to end. Because it was such a thing for so long.
He's just a boy.
He is just a boy.
Fishing challenge?
No. He still hasn't got his whipping for the last one.
Yeah, it's
We're
been
gonna see a
sitting
video.
there.
We're gonna see a video for it too.
Huh?
A video?
Did
Vidya?
What else? You got a run list here, Abe. What else?
So
we
you
can talk
guys,
about?
so we talked about a little bit of fishing and whatnot.
We need to talk turkeys.
Yeah, I was gonna say what happened with the turkey hunts, y'all.
Yeah,
I mean, you going first? Or am I going first?
doesn't matter.
I bombed up to Oklahoma. I'd been given advice where they were roosting. They were there. I tried to get, up on them where I could and kind of set up, and they wouldn't work up for roost. And I was getting some shot gobbles. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, I never saw them, but I heard they were there.
So you walked all weekend in your Crocs?
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, I was gonna get there at the end, but
I'm gonna guess you forgot your boots.
so yeah, it's about an hour and a half to where I was going. Halfway there, I realized, my rubber boots and my snake boots, which I set out to take both in case it was muddy, because I didn't know, are still sitting at the edge of the garage. And I thought, all right, there's no chance I can make first light,
Yeah, I'm
the
screwed
roost.
here.
We're hunting Crocs. We're just going to do it. I said, I was just
Put them in
playing.
4-wheel drive.
Totally. As soon as I got there, just flipped them. Kick those differentials. Lock them up.
That's a locking differential, right?
Yeah, and
Lock
luckily it
the
was
hubs.
dry, so it wasn't a big deal. If it was wet, I was just going to tough out the morning and be done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up walking all day. I hunted dawn till dusk, basically. And
Killing it.
I mean, it's fine, but I can say it's the first time in my life I've ever been ready to take my Crocs off. Like, I'm done with these.
Yeah. They're not great hiking shoes.
No, and I walked a good amount.
Yeah.
Multiple miles.
Yeah.
When I was out on
Crocs.
that property, I don't know if I told you this. I walked around in my Crocs, and the thorns in that place.
There's a lot of black mesquite and stuff, yeah.
I stepped on a thorn that went through my Croc into the arch of my foot, and I had to pull it out. Like, I couldn't pull my Croc off
Yeah.
because
Oh.
the thorn was so deep in my
Like
foot.
nailed to your
and I had
foot.
to,
Ugh.
It was bad.
Yeah, I was, somewhat careful of
Where you were walking.
I tried to walk on dirt, eggs and snakes. And then at my evening hunt, I was post up. Was told, we've seen them coming through here. Post up. I sat there for 4 hours under that tree,
just waiting,
calling and see if I get a shot gobble. And I got there at 3. They'd been coming through around 6ish. I was told.
What were you using to entice a shot gobble?
Crow call and box call.
Word.
And mouth call, just seeing what they would react
Did
to.
you
And
get a new mouth call, or did you get one to work?
I got a new one. I ran into Academy in Ardmore for lunch and grabbed some food and a mouth call and ran back out. Once that roost area had kind of really quieted down, I couldn't get a shot gobble. And so I'm sitting there, and this snake crawls up to me, and I'm in Crocs.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
not your
time to die, clown.
Yeah.
So it was a little cottonmouth.
Clown.
Cottonmouth.
Yeah. So
Like I said, you make yourself a nice wallet.
it's in the fridge.
Fucking hey, dude.
Yeah.
Make yourself a nice wallet.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see how you
I'm gonna
make
tan
it.
the skin.
You got the whole snake?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sans head.
Sans head, yeah.
So
Nice snakeskin wallet.
I mean, it's not a very big snake. It's not like 18 inches.
Yeah.
It could be a nice coin purse. We were talking
I was
about
just
coin
gonna
purses the other day.
just just practice, because I don't care about it. So if I ever get a big nice rattler, put
Yeah.
the skin up. This will be a good practice.
Yeah. Be cool to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, my turkey hunt was fairly uneventful.
Mine was as well.
Found a deer hung up with a fence. Nice little buck.
Yeah, that was crazy.
There's dead cow out there. That happens. And
Death, man.
yeah.
Sucks for the deer, though.
Yeah.
Hate to see a young buck like that.
Yeah.
go.
He had split brows and stuff.
Go
He
out
was
like
kind
that.
of cool.
There was that thing that posted around. I think Meat Eater had it on there, and I saw Deer Gear TV had it on their social media of the high voltage power line that fell in a buck and burnt half of its side off.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this one was jumping a 5-strand, and its back feet went between the top two, and it fell over. So I mean, there's no chance. It wasn't just one hang up; both legs were locked in. There's only 3 ways to go there, and none of them are pretty. Like dehydration, starvation, or coyotes start eating you from belly or ass up.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
What a terrible way to go.
Mother Nature.
Bitch.
Has no mercy nor morals. It
No.
Hunting
survived.
is cruel, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's always kind of sad.
Yeah, I hate seeing that for sure. It sucks.
Yeah.
But mine was exactly the same thing. We got down there Friday and it was tried to find some turkeys at that night and just didn't get anything to gobble. And so we went to bed, woke up in the morning, tried to get some gobbles, got a gobble, and had a turkey on a typical roost that we have seen him at before, and he just zigged instead of zagged and got away, and then we walked around for a bunch. We did the same thing, try to get some response.
A locator,
and just nothing, and went back up to the house and did some, did our typical, what you do on a deer lease 4.5 hours away, 5 hours away. You go into town and get corn and fill feeders and moved a bunch of, he's still dealing with trees down from Harvey, so cut up trees and restacked that, and then went out and did a hunt and got some turkeys to gobble, and we're like, all right, perfect. We're sitting where they're going to come back and roost, so we had 2 groups out in front of us gobbling, and so we were like, all right, hopefully they'll kind of work their way back over here to either try to get a girl or to go to bed, and nothing happened, and saw a bunch of deer, and had a hen come out probably 30-45 minutes before shooting line ended, and she just kind of was like, and then she kind of worked back around and jumped back on top and was in the roost. She roosted 20 feet, probably more like 20-30 yards from me, but she jumped up in a tree and was roosting, and I was like, well, perfect, hopefully somebody else will come in, and they just never did. She was all by herself, so it was weird.
Yeah.
There was another hen that we saw a couple hens, and she was off by herself. And
Interesting.
yeah, it's you know how it is. Any place you pick's the wrong place to sit. So,
Yep.
And then we just came back home. It was uneventful for sure. So, not a lot of success at the turkey hunting so far. I'm thinking I may go down there in May, beginning of May, and
Try again
one last time, and then hopefully we can get out and do some public land hunting. I don't know. It's almost over though.
I want to hit Grapevine.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get way up in there.
I got an idea.
I like it.
Kayak in.
Yes. I like it.
Because it's above where you can... It's above the furthest you can get with a boat, but you can drop in above it and come down to it in a kayak, because there's no boat ramp up there, but there's a place to drop kayaks. Nobody else is doing that.
I mean, no.
The one other dude who'd do it.
Yeah.
And he's the one who gave me the idea.
Exactly. He'll probably be with you. Yeah. But I do enjoy turkey hunting. It's a lot of fun. We talked to James. He was out this weekend as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
when we were duck hunting with him, man, or goose hunting, he was hard up for turkey hunting.
It's like his entire life. It's all he thinks about hunting-wise.
And
he could give two shits about anything else except for turkey right now.
And that's what I was saying to him. I was like, I don't get it. Turkey hunting's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's something to do in the spring.
Yeah, it's spring.
But I'm not just like, whoo, man, turkey season's coming. I don't have that feeling about it. So it's same with dove. Like, it's really equal. I was going to say, I look forward to turkey anymore.
I'm not turkey hunted, but I do like me a good dove hunt.
I mean,
good dove hunt is fun.
Yeah.
Going to dove hunt on public land sucks.
No, that's garbage. I just like to me the dove is like it's like, all right, here we go.
It's the dipping your toe in the pond.
It's time to get after it again, and
I think this year should be a Fredericksburg opening.
All right, whatever. That's cool by me.
Dove hunt.
We saw a bunch last year when we were down there for deer, so yeah.
I bet they're there all the time.
Yeah,
we see so many in our neighborhood constantly.
Let us go. Let us commence.
Oh, at the shop?
Everywhere.
I'll be working, and out of the bay door, you can just hear doves cooing, and like all day long, you look out and like you're like, is that a turkey hawk? No, that's a dove sitting there. I mean, they're just huge.
Yeah, you see a lot of stuff at the shop, though.
Yeah, I see.
It's on the edge of town, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all those fields.
Goosesses. There's a bunch of goosesses. You can hear those
miles away.
Sons of guns. Yeah, like I'll be in the shop with the doors closed, and I can hear those suckers go by, and they fly low through the shop yard.
Man,
shooting some big old geese would be cool. The geese we shot was cool.
Yeah.
Shooting some big old geese.
I want to shoot some big Canadians.
I want to shoot geese too. This would be fun.
First of the year, we'll go to Gaydon.
Go see old Bull.
Go see your
Bull.
buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude. Wait until he gets a load of the four of us.
Go sleep in a wood shack.
It's not that bad.
It's not a wood shack like that.
It's not that bad.
I mean,
it's not bad at all. It's
just an old. It's like
an old hunting lodge.
Old hunting pier and bean type house.
Yeah. You got a little gat. You got a little space here. Keep your room warm. I mean,
4 bunk beds. Plus, he's got other ones.
I don't know. I saw how you were. What was that Friday night when you guys got
we also
there?
crushed a bottle of whiskey as soon as we got there.
We started drinking like immediately upon arrival of you.
When I got off the aeroplane.
Yeah, that's the other fun part about that is you can just fly in and fly out.
Yeah, exactly. I checked our guns in my big Pelican case. Like, let's go. They picked me up. We went and hunted. Driving back off the airport, and I came home.
That's nice.
Yeah, I will do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get yourself just a big just a soft side cooler. I was thoroughly surprised at how they didn't give two shits about us going through security. I figured I would get. They opened it up and closed it back immediately, and we're like, "There you go."
The old guy who was sitting at the X-ray machine when I went through was like, "What is that?" I said, "It's geese." He goes, "Oh, Speckabilly?" I said, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Oh, that's awesome." And like, that was the end of the story.
Hell yes.
Hell yes.
I've never done it, but I've talked to a lot of people that like travel with, game that they shot and guns, and like you think that it'd be crazy, but most people are just like, oh, it's awesome. Oh yeah.
I've flown American and Southwest with guns, and it's Southwest gave no shits. American gave no shits, other than it was kind of weird the way they've done it. The way they did it with Southwest was, you get there to you have to go to the counter.
Yeah.
I'm checking firearms. Is there any ammo in there? Nope. All right. And show them. Cool. You have to fill out this little card. It says all your info. You throw it in there, and then you lock it, like padlock it, and you keep the keys. And they said, all right, sit over here in these chairs, by the ticketing gate. Said, sit there for 15 minutes. If we don't call you in 15 minutes, go through security, you're good. They said, you sit here, so if we need you to open it for some reason, we can get a hold of you. All right. Sit there, nothing, go through security.
You can't transport it with ammo?
No.
You have to carry the ammo separately. In a separate lockbox.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like you can check it in your suitcase or whatever. When I flew to meet them, we just had James buy ammo in Louisiana.
That's the easiest thing to do.
If you're flying with a rifle somewhere, just check your ammo in your suitcase.
Yeah.
But you can't check it with the gun.
Right.
Which makes zero sense to me.
I mean, you could dig for a reason, but it's like, this is locked already?
I mean, it's locked and it's underneath the plane.
Yeah.
This isn't...
Have you ever seen Executive Decision?
Yeah. I was going to say.
Get out of here, buddy.
So, what I did with our shotguns was, broke them both down, then packed some base layer and other stuff in around them, just, with headlamp, just random hunting gear just so it doesn't bang around. It's fine. With American, they did kind of the same thing. We put the card in there, and they said, all right, follow me over here. You have to carry in this room. They're going to inspect it. You can wait right here. I said, hold on. I think I went through this on the podcast already, but I said, you're going to take my unlocked firearms there and inspect them, and, it's out of my watch? I said, isn't that the idea of the locks, is so it's not out of my watch unlocked? Yeah. Oh, I guess you're right. I said, well, you can go in there. I said, yeah, no, that's the plan.
Yeah, no, I am, yeah.
And so I go in there. They go, okay. And I lock it, and they put on another conveyor. It took 5 seconds. Well, we could have done this at the...
Out there.
That's just dudes that are like, I just want to see cool guns.
It was two dudes sitting there. I guess that was their job for they was inspecting certain things. Whatever. But
cool.
I mean, whatever. It's super easy. And you just get to the airport, plenty early in case there's an issue.
90% of the time, it's a vibrator. Sometimes an electric toothbrush.
Yeah, so then I took them on the soft side and checked my geese on the way back, and all is well.
Absolutely should get some hunts with him. I'd love to do a teal hunt out there, too.
Oh, yeah, we'd crush it.
Just rice fields everywhere. I mean, when
they have their dog, you just hey, come here, and we ride out and sit in a pit blind, and the ducks come and you shoot the ducks. The dogs go get the ducks.
So go do a teal hunt out there and not a regular duck season?
That's teal capital of the world.
Yeah. There's not a lot of there's some big ducks, but it's not big ducks.
Send them in there?
Maybe.
Probably.
It's more toward Mexico.
Further south.
I get one of those in Texas if I try
So let's go to Mexico.
I'm totally into that.
Let's go.
We go to the Beloved for 2 days. We leave the wives there. We go shoot ducks for 2 days, and we come back to the Beloved for 2 days with the wives.
Smash
metal.
Banana coladas.
Yes, metal. Little metal. Only a little.
Only a little.
Yeah. Man, you guys have all been doing fun stuff. I ain't been doing shit. I cut the grass on Saturday. It looks really good, though.
It's rewarding.
I hate lawn work, but afterwards, I always look out on the lawn. And I'm like, yeah.
I haven't had to cut grass for 3 years because we've been in the apartment. And the house before that, I think I told you before, when I lived with Will and Hurst, I used my Garmin fitness tracker and put it on walk. And I walked, I think just the front yard was a mile.
Oh.
Yeah, but you think about...
Zigzagging, and it was a corner lot, so we had a massive side yard as well as the front yard. So that was a pain in the ass. Will only cut the grass once, and he didn't even finish.
And he didn't even finish. That's a great statement. I dug that tree out of our backyard. That was a whip. And the agave is no moss. Somebody could edit in the taps right here.
See, now we don't even have to do it.
Do it again?
Ba, ba, ba.
Let's edit it in taps.
But yeah, doing yard work when it's done is rewarding.
Yeah, no, I felt good. I mean, after
and it looks good, and you're like, man, this is my house.
Steph, I think she's like,
you've got the pumpkin cemetery, don't yeah me.
Oh, I have people who come and do it. That's really rewarding. When I got home today from killing pigs, I was like, oh, the yard's done. Nice.
Did I take care of your pumpkins?
I mean, Mother Nature takes care of those.
Man. It's my compost pile.
Yeah,
and
it's
I forgot-
compost, bro. Composting my flowers.
What were you saying?
Laziness. Well, Steph, she had just left. I went and bought the weed eater and the leaf blower thing. Got home, cut the grass, and then used those. And yeah, I was done before she got home from getting her nails done. I felt good.
That's what's up.
The only thing that's shitty is the corner lot again. So I forget how much trash is in my fucking yard. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, just constantly.
People that litter are terrible.
Death.
It's just, I mean, I found even on the like away from the street, the inside side of the house, there was a bag for a case of water. I don't know how that got over there. Our driveway collects it because it's right on the end of the alleyway.
Yeah.
So leaves and trash just,
Swirl.
they get a little whirlwind in there underneath the
Yeah.
carport and just,
Yep.
I was like, I've got the leaf blower now. This just goes over here for
Yeah,
now.
this is somebody else's problem
Yeah.
now. The old pushing leaves across the street. Your problem till you blow them out, and then they're my problem again. Or you can just pick them up, I guess.
Yeah, I bag mine.
I bag my lawn clippings.
I don't know.
Abe doesn't do any of that.
No.
He doesn't do yard work.
Sure, Esteban does a very good job. Wow. That's his actual name.
Yeah, that's what I'd say too if I was backpedaling.
Esteban and
Esteban.
No, scramble for another name. Scramble for another name.
Esteban and
Jesus.
Juan.
because I always have to Venmo Jesus. I Venmo Jesus money every month for my yard.
That's called your offerings
Yeah,
for the
whatever.
temple.
I don't think you know how this works.
I don't. Explain to me.
What else is on the run sheet?
All right, the last thing we have to talk about is our upcoming. I'm pretty excited about this. Is our, and I guess we'll figure out what name we want to call it. But it's the placeholder name is the Stormwater Creek Book Report. And
I'm fine with that name.
what we're going to do is we're going to take a bunch of topics that each one of us have chosen, which I'm guessing none of you have chosen a topic.
I did, but I forgot.
Yeah, awesome.
I have a topic.
You have a
We
topic?
bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, is Mr. Should I call you Mr? Hepe Julian Onzima.
Nobody
Thank you for
is going to get the context of what you're doing.
Why are you gay?
That's my topic.
I'm
Why
glad,
are you gay?
I'm glad we're doing that at minute 58 of this podcast where no one is
88?
listening. Yeah, it's
58. Numbers are hard. It's okay.
I don't.
Someone has 88 on their
So
head.
we're basically going to choose a couple topics out of a hat.
Esteban?
Esteban. And
Fuck, Mary, kill. 3 of us. Go. He doesn't want to answer. He's blushing now.
I
Because
just
he's already thought of this.
What if you just would have answered as quickly as you finished?
before like Mary fuck kill. I'm like ba 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 ba.
And then kept right
Yeah.
back to his other sentence, like not broken.
Yeah, it's just like got
Wait,
this
what?
worked
Did
out.
he? What?
Yeah,
I'd like to tender my formal resignation from this podcast.
I just like to apologize to all my fans out there.
Guys, and to wrap this up, this is going to be my last one.
Yeah, it's just, I think we're going in a different direction, and
Without Abe involved.
without Abe involved, you can catch me on the
Chasing Carnivore.
Chasing Carnivore podcast. It comes out Tuesdays. Oh God. So, anyways, the Stormwater Creek Book Report. We're going to put a bunch of topics in a hat, and we're going to draw those topics, and then each person is going to have to do about 20 minutes on a future podcast about that topic. So,
It's going to do up to 20 minutes.
not up to 20.
You need to do 20.
You need to do a minimum of 20 minutes.
I don't know if I can find a topic to talk about. For
Are you
20
kidding?
minutes.
I've 12 topics right here that if you can't get 20 minutes out of them, you're a moron.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said it.
Challenge accepted. I can get 20 minutes on all 12.
You can. I mean, these are all very.
Abe, go.
No, I mean you had to come up with a topic.
Abe's very excited about
Okay,
this. I can
topic
tell
number
because he
1.
has.
America.
America. Okay.
That's a good one.
We were supposed to write these down and put them in a hat, and
They are in the hat. Underneath the hat is my brain. Idiot.
try to do something nice for
Wait, are
people.
you saying someone didn't go get paper and
I'll go get it right now.
Yeah, let's go get paper right now.
Okay. Do you know what my topic is so you can put it down?
Sure.
Why is hunting good?
Why is hunting good?
Not topic. I'm being a dick. It's like as good as America.
That's actually one of
Go.
that's one of my topics.
Is America.
No, that's dumb.
America is not dumb. I like America.
Well,
Well,
we'll be back after some very important messages from Texas Hogbait.
Sounder syrup coming straight to you. Do you want pigs in your trap? Well, you can do that with Sounder syrup. Check it out at TexasHogBait.com.
The Texas Hardbait commercial.
It's a
We just
Texas
did an
Hogbait
ad,
commercial.
dude. Fuck
It's
off.
our first ad.
Why are you so angry?
Because it's promotional. Promotional.
Promotional, man.
Put some of his gummy bears in.
Zima.
That's not. I'm lying.
I
We
would
bring you
party.
a beer, please, sir.
Put it in some vodka,
What kind?
in some Jimas.
Words.
I'm trying to think.
There's two. There's two.
The strawberry blonde.
I'll take one of those as well.
Screw it.
You too.
No, I had gummy bear.
I'm not eating sweets. I'm just drinking sweets. All right. So, do we want to draw these out of a hat, or I'll just name these topics off? You can pick one you want.
No, but I'm out of a hat. That's more fun.
Okay.
Are we just using yours?
I mean, I've got mine. If you want to pick yours too.
History of the rainbow trout in America.
All right.
Because that's a controversial subject. Somewhat controversial.
World record bass.
The rise and fall of Scandinavian black metal.
How's that new headset?
I'm not joking. That's my topic.
Delicious.
Does it sound good? Feel good? Is it
That's
comfortable?
great, yeah. It feels good knowing that I've got a quality piece of equipment on my head instead of something held together with duct tape and zip ties.
What is yours? The
The rise
history.
and fall of Scandinavian black metal.
I mean, it's a valid
It's
topic.
absolutely history
Of black metal.
of.
Is that alcohol or is that a seltzer?
Seltzer.
Oh, you had
With
those
no
up there.
alcohol.
I didn't know you had them up here.
You didn't look.
All right. What's yours?
Well, apparently America is stupid.
It's America. It's not stupid. First of all.
I don't
It
think
is.
so.
Yeah, I mean,
The topic
No.
itself, not the
World
country.
record bass.
You want to do 20 minutes on the world record bass.
I can get a solid 10 minutes out of it.
I mean, it's big.
20 minutes
It's
is
a
a long
big
time,
bass.
dude.
Yeah, I know. That's why you need to do something like
Okay.
the history of rainbow trout in America or
Let's-
the history of black metal.
Let's do
It doesn't have to be hunting and fishing
20
related.
minutes on empanadas.
Who invented
I could
punk
get 20
rock?
minutes out of empanadas.
America or England?
What's that?
Who invented punk rock?
Pizza,
America?
Italian or American? That's a valid topic.
I like it.
England or America?
What are we talking about?
IHOP
I quit
or
listening.
Denny's.
All right. So, what was his that he wanted besides America?
Why you say it like that, dude? What you say? I mean, America's cool, dude. Fuck.
Dude, fuck.
I said
Fuck, man.
pizza,
Oh, that's right.
Italian or American.
Yes.
That's not a bad topic.
I like it.
I hope you get that one.
What is it? The history of
No history.
no.
Pizza, colon, Italian or American.
Is pegging gay?
One of the topics, the electoral college.
Oh.
Oh.
I can discuss it if I get it because I had to do a paper on it last
Just bring your
semester.
paper and read it. Jared, Ahmed, Politics
Also,
2101.
standardized testing.
Should be out.
Social Security.
Is democracy a real thing?
Is America a failed state? Edgy.
I don't need 20 minutes for that one.
Edgy.
Yes. All right. We've got. We need one more topic to talk about.
I thought you had 12.
I have already put
That covers
3
that covers
topics
us,
on
brother.
here. Okay, so one more. I can pick it, or
paper or plastic.
okay.
I like turtles. Can I tag your leg?
Pineapple or no pineapple on pizza?
Shannon.
Oh, I want to
Number 1!
We could probably give Abe an ear piercing with that.
Oh my god.
Come on, you let me tattoo you. I used to do piercings professionally. This is foolproof.
All right.
I'll hold this down behind it and you just jam it.
Get an ice cube so we can hummus your lobe.
God.
You come on, you got one of these hanging out of your ear.
Yeah.
Tastes like, what's that? I want to talk about it.
She's like, "What number did you get?" Number 69.
Okay.
It's my baseball jersey.
Of course it is. Of course.
You know what my
It's
nickname
not baseball.
What?
It's not baseball.
Shortcut.
Why?
Because that's what my wife calls me. Because I shortcut everything
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
and have a tiny dick.
Oh. Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey, this is Abe's last podcast. Wow.
Do you have a bowl?
Yeah.
I need some for the gummy bears.
Use Abe's Nalgene's, top it off. Start pouring them in your mouth. Somebody shows up on one of the river trips with a Nalgene full of gummy bears.
I brought lunch, guys.
Sounds like our Broken Bow trip. Kayak there. No one brought any water. I have water. No one brought any water. I have Gatorade,
Dumb,
too.
sorry. Dumb happens.
Sometime
Abe.
today, Abe.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Our listeners are waiting.
Yeah. We're
I'm trying
there's,
my
like,
best.
crickets going
I
on.
have
Everyone
a
like,
bedtime.
rage quit.
Any one of you could have filled some time here.
You didn't ask.
No,
This
yeah,
is
you
your
didn't
deal.
say-
You need to
didn't
give
say, This is gonna take a
instructions.
minute. Y'all guys mind talking amongst yourselves?
Shortcut.
or-
Be a leader.
Oh, I just thought maybe you guys were smart enough to
No,
figure that out.
no, that was your first mistake. Is assuming we're smart enough to do anything productive.
Tag his kneecap.
Yeah, we should. Can I tag your calf muscle?
No.
Why?
Why?
You want,
Why
let
don't
me
you
give you.
love us?
Let's do your eyebrow, dude.
Oh yeah.
Eyebrow piercings are cool. Ask Will Mefford.
I forgot he had one. Oh God, Will.
All right.
You
Whose
get-
hat are we? Oh, here we go.
You get a red backwards cap.
Abe, shave just a goatee.
He has before,
No, like just the chin goatee.
like the Limp Biscuit.
Yeah.
Oh, he had the chin strap, didn't he?
I don't remember.
All right. Who wants to pick first?
Give me the fucking hat.
No, you don't get to hold the hat.
Why can't I hold the hat?
Why
I'm not
didn't we
even
film
looking.
this?
I don't know.
Why are you looking at it? None of your
topic did
fucking
you get?
business.
America.
The history of Daniel Boone.
Yes.
Did he start Boone's Farm? Is that what it is?
You.
Don't talk about Boone's
Strawberry Hill
Strawberry.
was the
Farm. Strawberry.
strawberry. Oh God. Oh God.
Who would you
Who
get?
invented punk rocking in America?
That was
Alright.
a shitty one.
Yeah, I know. Can I repick?
Hey, look, I got my own. True. Black metal.
And that's not what he said. He said
If you
the
want
rise
to
and
repick,
fall.
you can.
I'll do it.
All right.
Do we need 2 music-related ones though?
Probably not this round. Put that one.
Right. Yeah. Well, you want to go back? Go for it.
You want this one?
No, not at all. I was really hoping
Let's
I didn't
just
get
throw
that
this one away then.
All right. Pick another one.
one. Too controversial for you?
No. I don't know what this is.
Let me see. That's the story of Jebediah Strong.
Except there's no B anywhere to be found. And
It's Jebediah, I think. I don't know.
yeah, he's saying B.
Jedediah.
Fucking the look on his face was...
I have a headache, immediate headache. It's like turning on a light kind of headache. It's like, and it hurts right now because
All right.
I don't know who that is.
Why do you get to hold the hat?
Oh, somebody...
You bitched at me about it.
Cheating.
I have the story of Jim Bridger.
Oh, that's easy.
That's good.
Oh, like that one's not?
I don't know who this is.
You don't know who Jebediah Smith is?
I don't know
Strong.
I don't know what Jebediah.
Jedediah. I think it's Jedediah, actually. I just picked some, like, random... Yeah.
Jedediah Strong Smith.
Yeah, Strong Smith.
So I was, yeah.
Yeah.
He was right.
Got
Yeah.
Daniel Boone over here. I couldn't get Davy Crockett or none of that motherfucker over there, but that's alright.
So,
I'll tell ye a tale.
we will announce when we are going to do this on the social media as far as what person you get. When somebody will have their report ready.
Dang old pigs are at the trap.
Dang.
Dang old man.
Right now.
How many?
Let me see. I haven't looked at the quality in that
He's
camera.
running through right there. But
Yeah.
these are the ones from...
Man, that's
You can download the high-res ones. These are just low-res.
dude. That's pretty good.
Totally. I've become much more a fan of their user interface, too.
Yeah.
Like, when it was banging off those pictures constantly, I went on there and changed it to, like, an hour between pictures. You know, whereas usually they would set, like, 30 seconds or a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, an hour, just so I know they're still there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of handy, so we're not burning data.
Yeah. I think I'm thoroughly impressed with the rich
So far,
text.
so
Yeah.
far, absolutely.
So, did you want to draw another one, or do you want to do the history of black metal?
I'll totally do the history by Mo. That's
It's
awesome.
supposed to say the rise and fall of Scandinavian black metal,
Scandinavian black.
which is its own thing. If you didn't know, you will.
I will.
What was that documentary called?
I know
Shit.
About the murder and all
There's
that
something
stuff.
into
yeah.
the night, or I can't remember. I don't remember. It was a good documentary,
Just
though.
get the transcript of that and come read it.
Just come read that. Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
This is a black metal.
I will probably be
Digital metal.
re-listening to the last podcast on the left's version of the history of black metal, which is a fantastic.
You know what?
episode.
A good one. I'll throw it out on another one. Is Lee Harvey Oswald. I went down that rabbit hole kind of with Steph recently.
Terrorist or patriot?
After watching, because there's that movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Well,
Parkland.
we're on another list.
Parkland. Did you ever see that movie? It's not bad.
Yeah,
It was pretty good. But I remember listening to the last podcast on the left, and they did, I think it was like 3-part series on him. And it was like, oh, shit, I didn't know that about this guy. Like, super interesting about his background, and up to the event and whatever may or may not have transpired.
Weren't they supposed to unseal all that soon?
Yeah.
Or do you
always gets pushed
Yeah,
back, right?
but that's the other thing. Like, I was talking to someone about this exact same thing. Do you really think that they're going to release
Yeah.
the
Something.
actual stuff?
They released
I mean, do we
some
trust
stuff
But do we
last
trust the
year.
government really to be like?
Not with anything.
It's like, hey, we're going to release a bunch of black ops stuff,
X-Files
and then all of a
theme
sudden,
song,
like,
yeah.
Exactly.
you get like the word "the" and a bunch of black lines that you can't
No.
read through. Like,
And like, there's an actual document that
Everything's redacted.
exists where it's like, we
Redacted.
shot that
Redacted.
fucker.
yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Kind of like we were talking early on in this podcast about DMX. There's
Full
lots.
circle.
There's lots of people who there's not lots. His family is saying it was his COVID vaccine gave him a heart attack.
Of course they did.
If that was the case, I don't know either way.
They're trying to get paid.
Sure, but would they ever actually release the toxicology or what's
autopsy?
autopsy afterward? If that was it, they would never do that. It would ruin the whole. It would ruin so much of this thing they've created.
Oh.
I mean, they've as of today, they suspended Johnson & Johnson and that other one in Europe because of all the blood clotting.
Ugh.
Blood clot.
I've been fine with mine.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah, I
Right
can see
now.
360. That's a good song by Rancid.
What?
Blood Clot.
It's no
History
time
of
bomb.
punk.
Well, I figured if I
Maxwell Murder.
What just happened?
Dial 999. All right, well,
The bass line of Maxwell Murder is freaking
we're about to
awesome.
start listening to Rancid and get off this podcast and
Yeah.
start partying. We're going to teach Abe a little bit about punk rock.
I'm excited to learn about the history of Scandinavian death metal,
The rise and fall.
the rise and fall. My bad. Of the
You
It
bet
is
to
your
learn.
bad.
You gonna
Right.
learn.
of the
You
It
gonna
is
get
your
learned.
bad.
Eighth Reich.
It is your bad.
Also, I'm still gonna give you guys 20 minutes of America. I don't care.
Are you just gonna play the Star Spangled Banner over and over again?
Sing all the
Oh,
anthem.
say can I pledge allegiance to... I'll just see every song associated with America, even songs by America. Ventura Highway. A horse with no name? Come on, it's fucking America, dude.
Freedom ain't free. It's $1.05.
Alright, so follow us on Instagram, subscribe to the
Isn't
YouTube
free.
channel. We'll check you guys out later.
Costs a
Keep Riley.
hefty fee. Whoa. What's this guy's deal?
Stormwater Creek is the best. Grinch, the captain. Abe, the helper. Jordan, the problem solver. I hope you like Stormwater Creek. Stormwater Creek.